to mobile devices. Next up, we have Ron Santos. He's going to show us about what's called near-field communications, how you can make your phone aware of the items around it in the physical world. So, Ron, why don't you come out and show us near-field communications for air?
Ron Santos!
Hey there, so I'm Ron Santos, and in my spare time I've been working on an Air native extension. And my native extension allows Air applications to use near-field communication. And for those of you who aren't familiar with it, NFC allows you to do wireless data transfer between two objects. Sort of like Bluetooth, sort of like RFID, but over a shorter distance, like a few inches. The common example is Google Wallet. So instead of paying for things with my cards, I'll pay for things with my mobile phone. So instead of sliding my card, punching in my PIN, or signing something, all I need to do is take my phone, go up to the payment terminal, and boom, I made my purchase. So let me show you an example of this. I'm kind of excited about NFC. Here I have my Nexus S, and here I have a business card, and on the back of it I have an NFC data sticker. And if I bring them close together, automatically I get this contact information, and because it's my smartphone, I could do more interesting stuff with it now. I could add Dwight here to my Facebook friends or my LinkedIn contacts. So what's the problem here? Air doesn't actually have an API for NFC. Is this just another reason not to do cross-platform development using tools like Air? No, well that's not a problem with native extensions. Now you could target all the hardware features of your Android device. So this application I made here is made in Air, and you notice down here I'm using the new Flex 4.6 toggle switch, and because we all know Dwight, I'm just going to block calls from him now. So in the year 2014, it's estimated that over 400 million of these devices are going to be sold. So there's a huge opportunity for developers just like you to expand the possibilities of NFC, use your imagination, and do some really cool stuff. Let me show you another example. This is the movie Thor, one of my favorite movies of the past summer, and now I have a copy, thanks Adobe. So if I again bring my phone up close to it, now I could watch the trailer and get more information about the movie, again without pushing any buttons or without opening any applications. And because it's on my smartphone, I could look for more information on IMDb. I could add it to my Netflix queue if I still had a Netflix queue. I could do some comparison shopping online, find a cheaper price if I wanted to. But if you notice so far, I've just been working with static data. The information on this movie is not going to change. The information on the business card is not going to change. But NFC could also do dynamic data. So I've heard of some healthcare companies making some monitoring devices that actually have NFC support in them. So for example, if I wanted to monitor my blood, I could have a device on me, take my phone up to it, and then I could read information about my blood. For example, my blood glucose level right now is a little low, haven't eaten yet. And my blood alcohol concentration is kind of high because I had a shot before I came on stage. But the good news is, in a few hours, I could, after the bash, I could take another reading and get more information because the data will be dynamic, right? So, but why stop there? Data could also go peer-to-peer. If I had another Nexus S here, they could actually talk to each other, which is perfect for games. And actually Windows 8, Microsoft announced during their last build conference, will have support for NFC. So I could, perhaps one day have my Adobe application on my desktop talk to one of my Air applications on my mobile devices. So yeah, that's it. I hope I inspired you to look into Air native extensions to learn a little bit more about NFC. And I hope that when you develop with it for Android, do it with Adobe Air. Thanks.
Thanks, Ron.